Hello everyone.
Hi.
Happy Sunday night from Serena and Eugene. I hope everybody's doing great. So we've just attended an event and some interesting conversations came up which sparked this live video. And so we just want to clarify very quickly, because it was really quite powerful conversation revolving around why we believe that a kick-ass workout might actually be a great obstacle to your health and wellness goals. We see time and time again, and we hear it from our clients who actually come to us and hesitate in, starting a shift because they are actually traumatized from past experiences with fitness trainers who have continuously and recklessly pushed them past their limitations just for the sake of achieving results as soon as possible, and in doing so have actually created almost a sometimes unconscious fear in that person, whereby the client ends up associating the idea of a workout with the idea of something that they absolutely don't enjoy, that they simply have to endure in order to get the results they aspire to. And so, most people tend to be able to stick with it for a certain period of time, especially if they've made an investment and they've purchased a certain amount of sessions with the trainers, but they never actually enjoy the time spent with the trainer. They never actually enjoy the training. They actually end up consciously or unconsciously dreading it, because all that the trainer is focused on is pushing them as far out of their limitation as possible, because they think that that's the way that they're going to achieve the greatest results in the shortest amount of time. And that can be so massively counterproductive in the long run, because although for sure working with a trainer is supposed to push you past the point where you can push yourself, it is not supposed to happen in a reckless way, in a way that might actually endanger you and might put you in a place where you're prone to injury.
Right.
But also, most importantly, in a way such that you never get to actually enjoy the workout and you never get to actually experience your progress, because you're constantly being pushed and pushed and pushed so far out of your limitations that you're constantly feeling like it's actually very, very, very hard work. So we want to dispel this myth whereby a good workout has to destroy you and it has to kick your ass to the point where you can't move and you can't walk, and there's no other way to achieve your wellness goals than to put yourself through those experiences. That's absolutely not the way it should be. In fact, and the reason why Eugene is joining me in this live, because we'll get his take in a minute, a very smart fitness training approach is far from just a recklessly distraction and something that feels completely uncomfortable the whole time and that you almost start dreading going into. So please be aware of that. And know that if you've ever had that experience, that's not how it's supposed to be, and it's not the only way that you can get your results. The other thing that tends to happen, the other downside of this approach to fitness training is that the client then ends up feeling like the only workouts that count are the workouts that leave you feeling like you can't walk, that leave you feeling completely destroyed and on the ground, and that leave you feeling like you literally have nothing left in you to give. And therefore, any other form of exercise that doesn't land that way, they tend to dismiss as useless. And that tends to kind of create a all or nothing mindset around fitness, whereby either they are being killed by a reckless trainer who is destroying them, or they're not doing anything at all, because nothing in between counts and nothing in between matters. And that's not true, actually, because any bit of movement is better than no movement. So that's a brief introduction as to why we believe actually that a kick-ass workout and this approach to kicking your ass at the gym, or going at it real hard, might just be getting in your way, whether it's on a conscious level or an unconscious level. With that said, I'd like to introduce Eugene Sabala.
Hey guys.
Who is the fittest person I've ever known in my whole life. And this is in the sense of fitness that we believe is the best possible kind of fitness. And so I'll brag a little bit, because it's easier for me to brag about you than you to brag about yourself. But you can squat. How much can you squat?
315 pounds. I'm not sure how much that is in kilos.
I think it's off, like 150 kilos.
I think 150 kilos.
Yeah. So that's quite a decent amount of weights that you can squat. You can also, you're a former yoga champion, USA national yoga champion,
right. Yeah.
And you can perform some of the most advanced yoga postures I've ever seen performed.
Right.
But you can also sit in meditation for 10 hours in a day for 10 days straight, back to back, minimum, possibly more. And that is true. And I'm not saying that, by the way, that those are standards that anyone should aspire to. Of course, that's a lifetime of dedication. But that's what I mean by the fittest man I've ever met, is that the 3 pillars of well-being, as we've come to identify them, focus, food and fitness, is not just about hitting the gym real hard, or as much as it's not just about being able to do yoga and doing yoga all the time. It's about bringing all these things together. It's the holistic approach, it's the 360 approach.
Right.
So tell us about your background first and foremost.
First and foremost, I have about 23 years worth of fitness training. I started off as a kind of semi-pro bodybuilder, I'd say, and then I started off as a PT, as a personal trainer. And as a personal trainer, from the beginning, my approach was slightly different than what the average trainers was doing in there, because then I started incorporating a therapeutic touch to my sessions. And the client would still get a kick butt workout, but they wouldn't leave there broken. So I knew that, and I noticed once I put that therapeutic touch to the exercise, they were eager to come back and do the workout again, and because they knew that they wouldn't leave the workout all broken up and can't walk the next day.
What are your other qualifications?
And then from there, I went back to school, and I got my certification in a PTA, physiotherapy aid. So a lot of my information and knowledge stems from my physical therapy background. And then from there, I went back to more school, and I got my massage therapy diploma. And I continued to practice yoga, and I competed in yoga championships, and I did very well in those things. And all of those things was preparing me and shaping me to what I have today, and what we've applied in Whole Shift Wellness as a therapeutic approach to fitness, on covering all the different areas of fitness, in which I think it's the way I break down fitness is flexibility, strength, and cardio. When you cover all these 3 bases there, that's pretty much the 3 legs of the tripod, which can hold up the foundation really well. But I don't just go straight. I don't just just leave fitness at that, because fitness is more than just stretching, going to the gym and running. Fitness is also mindset. And that's one thing that, one unique approach in which I see time and time again, the hundreds of clients in which I've worked with, they've noticed that's what distinguishes my approach to a lot of the other trainers in which they've seen or which they've used before. So I apply a therapeutic approach, but I also stress mindset in training. And I also, not just mindset, but education.
Right.
Educating the client on what they're doing and how they're going to benefit from that. And how I don't just train for tomorrow. I train for longevity.
Exactly.
It's about being fit for life. That's part of my philosophy, is to be fit for life. So you can be fit. You never know when you have to run across the street or dash up the stairs because you're running late, or dash across the street because someone needs the help. You never know when you need to use your fitness levels to help you get through this journey in life. And when you're fit, you're more confident and you feel more competent. Competent meaning you can carry a little bit more bags up the stairs, or you can help move that sofa because you're stronger. You can run errands, you can run down the street and come back. All of these things are part of life's function, and how my approach to fitness, I approach it from that 360-degree angle. It's about longevity, your ability to be able to function, functionality,
and sustainability.
Sustainability and vitality.
Exactly.
Because vitality is definitely a part of fitness. So what makes me unique is my whole 360-degree approach to fitness in all areas of your life. Not just in bulking up in the weights and you can't run a mile,
right?
Or even scratch your back. I cover fitness from a whole perspective, not just objectively but subjectively as well. Because we're all different, and I tailor and cater all sessions, and all the clients that I work with, they're bespoke. Bespoke means I tailor everything according to their likeness and according to their capability in which they can do when we first initially start training.
So essentially the message that we want to leave you with, which really is so close to our heart because we are genuinely so passionate about people transforming their health and well-being and achieving their full potential. If it feels completely uncomfortable, if it feels like you're dreading every moment of your fitness journey, if it feels painful and if it feels like a torture, it's not right.
You won't be able to sustain it.
It's not supposed to be
it's
like that.
It's not sustainable.
It needs to push you just enough past your limitations so that you're doing more than you would be doing on your own. It's not supposed to be reckless. It's not supposed to endanger you. Most importantly, it needs to slowly build upon your progress so that you do feel like you're getting better, right. So that you do feel healthier, so you do feel like you're performing your daily tasks better than you were before, so that you do feel like you're moving better, but most importantly, so that you're starting to plant the seed for falling in love with the process. Not having to endure the process like a boot camp just for the sake of getting to the goal, so that once you achieve the goal, you can finally stop this torture and get on with your life. Because let us tell you, it's a lifelong journey. So the more you figure out a way and you find the right people and the right processes that work for you, so that you are actually enjoying the process of getting to the best shape of your life, the closer you are to achieving that ultimate goal. But in the end, it won't even matter. The goal won't matter anymore, because it will be the lifestyle that you've embraced that will make the maintenance of the goal effortless.
So don't misunderstand me when I say my approach to fitness is therapeutic, that it's not kick-ass.
Of course, there is an element of that.
It's a kick-ass workout, but there's a therapeutic touch to it. It's not a kick-ass workout to where you leave broken and then like there's an aversion towards it, to where you cringe at the fact of going back. Because wherever there's contraction and cringing, there's lack of full use of your potential. Exactly. Because you're not fully engaged. So don't think that a kick-ass workout can't be therapeutic as well.
Right. It's a fine line.
I think a kick-ass workout is something with a mixture of a therapeutic flair also, but not to the degree to where it causes you to leave there feeling broken and can't do anything, because there's a negative association with that. There's a negative connotation that's left through the neuromuscular transmitter and through those neurotransmitters in the brain. So what we're trying to do ultimately is to build good positive neurotransmitters in the brain, and not having aversion or not have an attitude of, oh, if I go to this session, I know I'm going to be broken up, because right there from the beginning, that's a mindset of limitations. You're already somewhat defeated before the session even starts.
Correct.
So it's all about exercising in a way in which is therapeutic, in which induces longevity in the life, in which allows us to be functional for the rest of our life and suffer less from pains and aches and pains, and just be fit for life, be fit for self-realization ultimately.
Exactly, that's the ultimate goal. So we just wanted to kind of share on our unique approach, because there are still, we see it a lot, and our clients come to us having experienced these very old school approaches that sometimes the intentions are right, but they're just not expressed in a way that is conducive, and it ends up doing more harm than good. So, and essentially we want to leave you with a positive note and a positive message, which is you are supposed to enjoy the journey. It's supposed to be challenging and testing and push you past your limitations. Of course it is, but not in a way that you're going to dread, more in a way that uplifts you and that puts you in touch with your greatest potential, which you are never going to be able to see on your own. We don't see our greatest potential on our own. We need somebody from the outside looking in to show us our roadblocks, to show us our blind spots that we can't see by ourselves, and to show us that we are capable to achieve more than we think we are. So yeah, we hope this was useful. If you have any questions, you know where to find us. Feel free to write a comment or DM us, and we can kind of answer any specific questions more in details. Learn to enjoy the process, and the goal will come to you even faster, because you won't even pay attention to it anymore. You'll be so engrossed into getting the workouts in and learning to eat more healthily, and learning to clear your mind, etc., etc.
So ultimately, what I just wanted to leave with you guys is to train to be fit for life, not fit for the moment.
Correct.
And I train all the guys that come to me for a fitness training or whatever it is. I train them to develop lifelong habits, not train them for the moment.
Exactly.
Because if you train for the moment, then you're gonna have moments where you dip in, dip out. But train to be fit for life and not just be fit for the moment. Then when you find yourself training fit for life, then you train in a way that's more therapeutic, and one that more induces longevity, functionality, and vitality in the life. I hope this was of benefit to you guys.
Let us know what you think. You can give us a thumbs up so that we know whether we should be doing more of these little live sessions. And enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you soon. Ciao for now.
Bye guys.